Breaking news here to Fantasy Football Today in CBS Sports HQ. The NFL has upheld the suspension for Mike Evans. He will be out for week number 3 as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Green Bay Packers. Evans was suspended 1 game for his altercation with Saints cornerback Marshawn Lattimore in week 2 as the Bucs beat the Saints. So, Pete, I'll start with you. No Mike Evans. We don't know the status of Chris Godwin or Julio Jones. Tom Brady has not played exactly at the highest level for what the GOAT has typically performed at. Offensive line has been a little bit of a concern. Your thoughts on just Evans not being there for the Bucs and what Tom Brady in this passing game will look like against the Packers?
Well, it hasn't looked good all season, even when he's been on the field. So it's a problem, and they're going to struggle this week. The Packers have a good pass defense. They didn't play to it in week 1 against Minnesota, but I do think that they're going to get back, trying to get back to running the football. If you saw the Packers the other night, they had struggles with the run. You know, Montgomery ran it. They got away from it. I think the Bucs will stay with it. I think this will be a run game for the Bucs.
Did the NFL make the right decision here by upholding the suspension?
Absolutely. I mean, when you come off the sideline like that and blast a guy, you could have hurt him bad. I mean, he just gave him a cheap shot. So, yeah, absolutely. Upholding the suspension was the right thing to do.
All right, so Heath, no Mike Evans. Obviously, that's bad news for Tom Brady, as Pete alluded to. It hasn't been pretty for him. He has been outscored by this list of characters. I'm not going to get them all right, but Joe Flacco, Jacoby Brissett, Davis Mills, Mac Jones, Justin Fields. It's been a who's who of non-Tom Brady guys outperforming Brady, and Aaron Rodgers for that matter as well. But just in terms of where Brady's at from a fantasy quarterback, we don't know again. If Godwin plays, that changes things. If Julio Jones plays, that changes things. If they both play, it's obviously a lot better for him. But if he's got Russell Gage and Brashad Perriman and Scotty Miller and Cole Beasley, our fantasy managers looking elsewhere this week.
Well, I mean, you say Aaron Rodgers outscored him. He outscored him by less than a point. Like, this game has an over-under of 42 right now. It's the lowest implied point total for the Bucs since Tom Brady joined the Bucs. I don't want any part of this offense, really either offense, except for the running backs. I don't trust Russell Gage. I don't trust Julio Jones to get through a game. When Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are back, this offense will be fixed. Everything will be great. Until they are, I'm probably staying away.
Think about this. This could be the last regular season game for Tom Brady against Aaron Rodgers. And we're talking about the defenses and bad passing attacks and maybe running the ball. That just doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it does not. And the best receiver in this game could be Alan Lazard, who was undrafted coming into the league. Just an absolutely amazing turn of events for both these guys. So Brady's probably hands off. We'll get to Aaron Rodgers a little bit, probably later in the week when we get to our starts and sits. But Rodgers is somebody that we're trying to avoid. Obviously, Tom Brady we're trying to avoid as well. Again, the news is Mike Evans not going to play in week number 3. The NFL upholding the suspension. He will be out against the Green Bay Packers.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.